picking up the pieces of my sweet shattered dream. I wonder how the old folks are tonight. Her name was Anne, and I'll be damned if I recall her face. She left me not knowing what to do. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you've seen better days. The morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Turning back the pages to the times that I love best. I wonder if she'll ever do the same. Now the thing that I call living is just being satisfied with knowing I've got no one left to blame. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you've seen better days. The morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Searching through the fragments of my dream-shattered sleep, I wonder if the years have closed her mind. Well, I guess it must be wanderlust or trying to get free from the good old faithful feeling we once knew. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you've seen better days. The morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, I've got to see you, my old flame. Carefree highway, you've seen better days. The morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Well, let me slip away on you. Live from my basement, it's Tuesday Live. Hello everyone, how are you doing tonight? I come to you tonight from the traditional territory of the neutral, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee peoples. Thank you for being here tonight, and as always, let me know where you're watching from. It's always good to see when folks check in. You know, with the unfolding awareness of the tragedy of the loss of young Indigenous lives at residential schools, I know a lot of people are really struggling with how to celebrate or approach Canada Day this year. For many, it feels inappropriate to celebrate while our Indigenous neighbours mourn the loss of so many young lives. And I agree that this Canada Day is overshadowed by these losses, and feel that as someone outside of the Indigenous community, I can only respond with empathy and compassion. It's not very difficult to imagine the pain our Indigenous brothers and sisters must be feeling, and I'm embarrassed that I have been somewhat ignorant to the suffering many have experienced for so many generations. I must learn more about the Indigenous experience and perspective, and from my privileged position in society, demand that our leaders finally take real action to address this horrific stain on our nation. We can't go back in time and right the wrongs of the past. We can only learn from the past and strive for a better future for all inhabitants of this amazing land. Tonight we're sharing songs of the land with performances by Sandy Mackay, Rob Dylan, Neil Old, Robbie O'Spoon, and cousin Willy Witherspoon, and maybe a few surprises in there as well. We have another great set of images from our favorite photographer, Stan McRae, as well as some great images of the land provided by Chris Clausen, who's a regular audience member of the show and has made several trips across Canada. Let's kick off the show with our good friend out in New Brunswick, Sandy Mackay.
Thank you. Hey people on Tuesday Night Live. Hey Rob. I got a new camera person today. It's my friend Mary helping me out. Hey Mary, thanks for helping. Here's, last week was Father's Day, and I tell you, I think of these songs about Father's Day all the time. And so today is another song my dad likes. Hearts in the ice house, come a hill or come valley, like a long ago Sunday when I walked through the alley on a cold winter's morning to a church house just to shovel some snow. I heard sirens on the train track, how naked getting neutered, an altar boy's been hit by that was coming so slow. You can gaze out your window, getting mad and getting madder, throw your arms in the air, say what does it matter, but it don't do no good. Get angry, so help me I know. For a heart stained in anger grows weak and grows bitter, you become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in a trap of your very own chain of sorrow. It ain't such a long drop, don't stammer, don't stutter, from the diamonds in the sidewalk to the dirt in the gutter, and you carry those bruises to remind you wherever you go. You can gaze out your window, getting mad and getting madder, throw your arms in the air, say what does it matter, but it don't do no good. Get angry, so help me I know. For a heart stained in anger grows weak and grows bitter, you become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in a trap of your very own chain of sorrow. Brought down to zero, picked out and put back there, sat on the park bench, kissed the girl with the black hair, in my head hollered down to my heart, hey look out below. It ain't such a long drop, don't stammer, don't stutter, from the diamonds in the sidewalk to the dirt in the gutter, and you carry those bruises to remind you wherever you go. It didn't matter, but it don't do no good. Get angry, so help me I know. For a heart stained in anger grows weak and grows bitter, you become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in a trap of your very own chain of sorrow.
Thank you so much for that, Sandy. Great to hear from you down in New Brunswick. Notice a little bit of a staticky thing in there. I'm not sure what's happened with that. I'll have to talk to Sandy. I'm not sure. I think that was on his end, not ours. So, but if anyone's, I hope everybody's stream's working well. The executive producer told me it's a little fuzzy on the stream tonight. I don't know if that's for everybody or just a local thing, but I hope you're getting a decent stream. We've had quite a line of thunderstorms went through a little while ago. It's cleared up now, but had some thunderstorms, lost power for a brief period of time, and I see Tim over in Kitchener reported that he's watching on his phone. He still has power out. I know down in Kitchener they don't quite have the robust infrastructure we have up here in the north, but I'm sure that hopefully I have power back up there soon, Tim. But good to see everybody here tonight. Tim, David, of course, Waxy checked in a little earlier. Chris, we're going to see some pictures from Chris a little later on. Of course, Stan, another photographer in our midst. Kathy, nice to see you as well. Danny up on the Bruce, good to see you here tonight, Danny. Karen, has those fantastic art pieces she's sharing with us tonight, the little transitions with the, I'm not sure exactly what you call that. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like stop motion animation or something with paper and stuff. Karen was going to do some of that. She provided those for us tonight, so we've got some fantastic ones as well. Ron up in Cap, good to see you, Ron, checking in. I hope you're a little cooler up there, but I suspect not. And Lee also from down in New York State. Lee, I know it's pretty warm down there too. I hope the weather's okay for you, Lee, and thanks for checking in here tonight. Speaking of folks, well, I guess another fellow American, Willie, living out in my shed, fending off the rabbits. Let's go see how he's doing this week. Hey, Willie.
Hey, is that rabbit out there? God dang rabbit, get out of there! God dang rabbit! Hey y'all, Willie here again. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying the warm weather. I'm certainly enjoying it just like back home. And hey, I want to show you something. Come on.
I've been trying to catch that rascal rabbit Stu, so I set up a little trap for him back here. I'm hoping it's going to work for him. Because we used to use these back home. My granddaddy taught me how to catch critters. I'm not sure. He's a pretty smart rabbit, so I put a little name on there. I said, well, maybe Stu's snack bar will come in here, but I put down there, I got a little carrot in there. You know, I'm hoping he'll get in there, he'll grab that carrot, he'll pull a little piece of the holy wood here. That's Rob gets that from his buddy. It's called holy wood, and he'll pull that down, and the box fall down on him, and we'll have ourselves a little stew. Hee hee. Hey, let's go back and do a song here, shall we? I'm gonna catch that stew. I tell you that's for sure. Gonna catch that fella. He's a real pain in the butt, that Stu is to me.
Well, I sure hope I can catch that rascal rabbit, let me tell you. Because I really got to get him going. He's sort of getting in my grill, so to speak. He's eating all the stuff out of the garden, at least all the good stuff. But anyways, Rob asked me to play a song about songs of the land. So I was thinking, well, what song am I going to do about the song of the land? So I thought, well, I'm going to do a song about the whole world, because I like the whole world. I hope you like it too. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do, but they're really saying, oh, I love you. hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you for that, Willie. That was a fantastic rendition of that song. I'm going to send it down east to our good friend Stan McRae, and Stan's got some new nature shots, and always fantastic nature shots from Stan. Here you go, Stan. C-A-N-A-D-A. Tell me, what's a Douglas fir? C-A-N-A-D-A. Bet you never heard a bobcat purr. C-A-N-A-D-A. Have you ever seen a lobster crawl? In Canada, we get to see them all. We get to see the maple trees, maple sugar and the maple leaves. We got the biggest wheat fields growing tall. In C-A-N-A-D-A, where we see the reversing falls. In Canada, we get to see them all. C-A-N-A-D-A, tell me, what's the tidal bore? C-A-N-A-D-A, have you ever heard the ocean roar? C-A-N-A-D-A, just listen to that wild goose call. In Canada, we get to see them all. We get to see the maple trees, maple sugar and the maple leaves. We got the biggest timber wood so tall. In C-A-N-A-D-A, where adventure ever calls. In Canada, we get to see them all. Oh, C-A-N-A-D-A, have you ever heard of Maple Creek? C-A-N-A-D-A, bet you never seen a mountain peak. C-A-N-A-D-A, in the land of the big snowball. In Canada, we get to see them all. We get to see the maple trees, maple sugar and the maple leaves. We got the biggest wheat fields growing tall. In C-A-N-A-D-A, where we see the reversing falls. In Canada, we get to see them all. C-A-N-A-D-A,
C-A-N-A-D-A. Have you ever seen a magnetic hill? C-A-N-A-D-A. Or a lady on a dollar bill? C-A-N-A-D-A. Bet you never seen the autumn fall. In Canada, we get to see them all. We get to see the maple trees, maple sugar and the maple leaves. We got the biggest timber wood so tall. In C-A-N-A-D-A, where adventure ever calls. In Canada, we get to see them all. Yes, in Canada, we get to see them all.
Wow, thank you for those pictures, Stan. Always amazing as well, as usual. And Stan also requested that song, and we had this fella show up, Toe Tap and Ron Saunders, who I think sort of is billed as kind of the worst Stompin' Tom Connors tribute artist in Canada. But it looks suspiciously like Neil Old, so I'm thinking Neil might be moonlighting as a Stompin' Tom Connors tribute artist too. You know how those tribute artists, once they get on one tribute artist bandwagon, they jump onto another one. So, but anyways, I thought with doing songs of the land, I thought I should look at my own catalog of songs and see if there's any land songs in there. There's a few, I guess, and this one is probably the one I like the best of them. It's called Mad River Blues. For those of you who don't know your Ontario geography that well, Mad River's up in the sort of Creemore, Ontario area, which home to Creemore Brewery, one of the first craft breweries in Canada, certainly in Ontario, and now part of the Molson empire. Whoever owns Molson, I'm not sure who, but still make a decent beer. I always enjoyed their beer when it was when they're independent. Still not bad. There's a lot of other good beers out there too. But anyways, I wrote this song sort of inspired by Creemore Springs Brewery, and it turned in, of course, to a song about a fella running into trouble with a woman and cars and leaving town. It's called Mad River Blues. I took a walk down Mill Street, past the Creemore Brewery. I kicked the boots off both my feet. Stumbled down the rocky shore behind the old general store. Took off my jacket and I jumped in. Cold black waters rolling down the Mad River, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some ski bum from Collingwood. Mad River, won't you wash away my pain? She was my sweetheart. I worked on her dad's car lot. I grabbed some keys, we go for a ride. One night in the back of a Chevy, things got a little hot and heavy. That's when I thought that she would be mine. Cold black waters rolling down the Mad River, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some ski bum from Collingwood. Mad River, won't you wash away my pain? I Grab another bottle from a 12-pack. Twist off another gold cap. 600 mils to help dull my pain. Tomorrow I'll pack up my car, grab my boots and my guitar. Hit the road and get out of this town. Cold black waters rolling down the mad river, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some flat-bellied boy from Colleen. River Blues off Sweet River Valley Mountain Boys CD I put out, Minivan Man. But anyways, let's head it over to the Beatles tribute and see what the next Dylan, Rob Dylan, has for us this evening. How does it feel? Well, hey Rob and everybody out there tonight. Great to be here on the show. I'm Rob Dylan, Bob Dylan's little brother, and well, I was trying to think, songs about the land. Bob wrote a lot of songs, and some of them are about land things, I guess, but I was trying to think probably the most famous one that he sang, he didn't even write himself. It was written by Woody Guthrie, one of the greatest songwriters of all time, and well, he wrote this song, and I thought, well, maybe I'll sing this song, but I thought rather than sing the American version that Woody wrote, I'd sing the Canadian version, and I'm not even sure who wrote the Canadian version. If anybody out there knows, let me know. I'd really like to know who wrote the Canadian version, because it's sort of similar but a little different. But anyways, I think you'll know it, and so sing along with at least the chorus. If you know the chorus, if you don't know the rest, maybe you can figure it out anyways. But anyways, let's give it a go. It's called "This Land Is Your Land." As I went walking the ribbon of highway, I saw above me that in the skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From Buena Vista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters, this land was made for you and me. That kind of gets me thinking about it, This land doesn't really belong to anybody, does it? It belongs to all of us and none of us at the same time. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling ice fields of our Arctic deserts. Well, all around me, her voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. Come on, sing along. This land is your land. This land is my land. From Buena Vista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. Oh, this land was made for you and me. Oh, when the sun came shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling, a voice was chanting, the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land, from Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. Oh, this land was made for you and me. Come on, sing louder. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Bonavista to Vancouver Island. Can't hear ya. From the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. Oh, this land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me and everybody. Thank you for that, Rob Dylan. Very sort of nice version of that song, and very thoughtful commentary as well. Appreciate that, and really like Karen's little forest collage thing there. That was very cool. Thanks for that, Karen. And the song also got me thinking about Vancouver Island, and I know we have some audience members out that way, and I hope everybody's staying cool out there. I know it's like extremely hot in Vancouver and out on Vancouver Island and all out through the west, I think, right now. And in fact, my brother told me earlier today that only 50% of houses in Vancouver even have air conditioning. So, and when it gets into the high 30s, that's pretty warm without air conditioning. So hope everybody's doing okay out there and staying cool, at least cooling off a bit. Hopefully there'll be a break in the weather. Speaking of cool folks, let's head it out to Dublin, Ontario, and check in with our favorite Irish fella, Robbie O'Spoon.
Oh, well, hello everybody out there in internet land. It's Robbie O'Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario, just having a grand old time, just hilling the potatoes and swilling the pigs. And well, the weather's gotten a little hot and muggy again. I don't know about that, but the pigs aren't liking it too much. Hot pigs, they sweat a lot in this weather. Well, I do too, you know, when I'm out there swilling them. And well, and hilling the potatoes have been hot work too, but got them mostly hilled now, just picking off the odd potato bug and that sort of thing. And well, anyways, Rob said wanted to hear songs about the land, and I thought, well, back to my home. And I thought, well, I know this one song, it's maybe more about a wee town and back home called Dublin, some of the street names there, and I thought it's a good song. I thought I might as well play it. It's called On Raglan Road. I hope you like it. On Raglan Road, on an autumn day, I saw her first and knew that her dark hair would weave a snare that I might one day rue. I saw the danger and I passed along the enchanted way, and I said, let grief be a fallen leaf at the dawning of the day. On Grafton Street in November, we tripped lightly along the edge of a deep ravine where can be seen the worth of passion's pledge. The Queen of Hearts still making tarts, and I not
making hay. Oh, I love too much, and by such is happiness throwing away. I gave her gifts of the mind, I gave her the secret signs that's known to the artists who have known the true gods of sound and stone. And word and tint without stint, I gave her poems to say, with her own name there, and her own dark hair like clouds over fields of May. On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking now, away from me so hurriedly, my reason must allow that I had loved not as I should, a creature made of clay. When the angel woos the clay, he'd lose his wings at the dawn of day.
Hey, nice job there, Robbie. And I see the other Robbie asked for an East Coast song. I thought, yeah, we didn't get a good East Coast song in there, so we better do one, shan't we? I've got a smile on my face, and I've got four walls around me. Got the sun in the sky and the water surrounds me. Oh, you know, I may win now, but sometimes I'll lose. I've been battered, but I'll never lose. It's not so bad. And I say, away, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day. And it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. Janie sings on the corner what keeps her from dying. Let them say what they want, she won't stop trying. Oh, you know, she may stumble if they push her around. She may fall, but she'll never lie down. It's not so bad. And I say, wait, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day. And it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. It's alright. It's alright now.
there's always some sorrow. It's a double-edged knife, but there's always tomorrow. No, it's up to you now if you sink or swim. Keep the faith and your ship will come in. It's not so bad. And I say, wait, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you've just got to say, and I say, wait, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. It's alright. Got a smile on my face, and I've got four walls around me. Thanks for asking for an East Coast song there, Robbie. Appreciate that. Let's send it out to the East Coast. I think we've got Sandy Mackay teed up here again for us.
Here's one that was written by my friend Randy Sutherland, and I got to record it a couple years back. I asked my uncle what I ought to be. He said, find a place. No, he didn't say that. I asked my uncle what I ought to be. He said, there ain't no future in genealogy. You ought to go to school, learn to see, become a sailor. So I've been blown around, following a half-formed wish. I got breeze to burn, swallowed by a half-warmed fish, but now I'm out of that school. They let me be, out of professional courtesy, 'cause I'm a sailor. The swells are all high rollers, and the troughs are filled with awe. Start mashing them molars, ain't you heard the brand new law? I asked myself, I wonder which one is worse, to be smashed on reefer, swallowed by an alligator purse made into sailor jam. Well, I sink, therefore I am a sailor. And the swells are all high rollers, and the troughs are filled with awe. Stop mashing them molars, ain't you heard the brand new law? All sailors will get shore leave until the night is done. Then we'll set off and search for souls again in the everlasting dawn. So I asked my uncle what I ought to be. He said, find a place outside of history, and when you go, let me know. Save a spot for me, where the swells are all high rollers, troughs are filled with awe. Stop mashing them molars, ain't you heard the brand new law? All sailors will get shorely till night is gone, and then we'll set off in search for souls again in the everlasting dawn. So farewell to terra firma's charms early in the so long, it's been good to know ya. So long, it's been good to know ya. Ciao.
Thank you so much for that, Sandy. Fantastic song. I see Chris put the link up to Sandy's Bandcamp page. You can listen to that track there, or you can even check out Sandy's entire CD. He's got a fantastic CD out called Call of the Wheel. Well, he's got one out with his daughter Zara too, which is a fantastic CD as well, which I think is all Randy Sutherland songs, if I'm not mistaken, which is excellent. Randy's a fantastic songwriter from down Guelph way, originally I think from the East Coast. So thanks for the kind words there, Beth and Danny and everybody out there. Certainly appreciate the support you folks all give us, and we always appreciate when we get some audience submitted images. And when I asked for some images of the land last week, Chris sent me in a little stack of them, so I put them together, and we're going to throw those up and just have a look at I'm not sure where they all are. They're across. I know Chris has traveled across Canada several times, so I think they're little bits and pieces she's picked up across the country. So let's check it out, Chris. Chris. Great shots across the land. It's a song that Chris requested, so if I throw it in, follow her pictures. Sing along if you know it. You should know it. Need a Sylvia part, because I can only do the E and strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Think I'll go down to Alberta, weather's good there in the fall. Got some friends that I can go to working for. Still I wish you'd change your mind if I asked you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But all our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Well, if I get there for the snow flies, and if things are going good, you could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, not much for you to do. And those winds sure blow cold way out there. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Four Strong Winds, classic song. Speaking of classic musicians, let's turn it over to perhaps the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation, Mr. Neil Old.
Well, hello everybody. Neil Old here. Yeah, still no lazy horses out in pasture chasing the fillies or something. I'm going to get them here sooner or later. You know, a bit of a lazy horse likes to lay out there under the trees rather than come play some music, but we'll get them here sooner or later. I was sort of thinking about songs about the land, and well, Neil's written a few about the land, but it's probably the one he knows best. And you know, he performed it with those 3 other guys, but everybody knows it's a Neil song. It's called Helpless, so sing along if you know it. There is a town in North Ontario with dream, comfort, memory to spare. And in my mind I still need a place to go. All my changes were there. Blue windows,
stars. Yellow moon on the rise. Big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes, and leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you hear me now? The chains are locked and tied across the door. Baby, sing with me somehow. Blue, blue windows behind the stars. Yellow moon on the rise. Big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes, and leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless.
For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Westward from the Davis Strait, 'tis there 'twas said to lie, the sea route to the Orient, for which so many died, seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered, broken bones, and a long forgotten, lonely cairn of stones. Ah, for just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. 3 centuries thereafter, I take passage overland, in the footsteps of brave Kelso, where his sea of flowers began, watching cities rise before me, then behind me shrink again. This tardiest explorer driving hard across the plains. For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. And through the night behind the wheel, the mileage clicking west, I think upon Mackenzie, David Thompson and the rest, who cracked the mountain ramparts, did it show a path for me to race the roaring Fraser to the sea. For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. How then am I so different from the first man through this way? Like them I left a settled life, I threw it all away, to seek a Northwest Passage at the call of many men, to find there but the road back home again. For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Well, I think Stan Rogers might be spinning in his grave. I don't think he anticipated that when he penned that song, Northwest Passage. But thanks to the boys for joining me on that one. We want to do something a little special for the time of year, and we thought that would be a good tune to do, and it was kind of fun doing it. A little messy at times, but that's the fun, isn't it? Thanks to everyone who participated in tonight's show. Stan McRae for his always amazing images. Of course, Sandy Mackay, our New Brunswick correspondent, and the next Dylan, Rob Dylan, and of course the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation, Neil Old, who did quite a nice job with his little bit of a Northwest Passage. Also Robbie O'Spoon and Cousin Willie, who, not being of Canadian descent, were able to kick in on that song pretty good. And you can check out all of our featured artists at tuesdaylive.ca and get links to all their pages and the music they have out and things that are happening. I know Alfie Smith, who's been on the show, is doing some live stuff. He's doing something, I think it's in Hamilton, where he's actually playing, I think, inside a restaurant or a bar, and they're streaming it onto a big screen on the patio, which I thought was kind of cool. But I know there's some live things coming up, and we're hopefully going to get Tuesday live and out on the road at some point in time. Certainly a lot of places I'd like to visit and see all these fine folk, all of you folk who have followed the show and become part of the show over the last 68 episodes. I think we're done now. And don't forget, in 2 weeks, we are planning a Blue Rodeo tribute, so get your requests in for that. That's going to be fantastic as well. And let me know what artists you want to hear. I always have to sort of poke the artist's cage these days because everybody's busy with summer and doing things outside. But we'll get some folks on for that. thanks to all the generous folks who do support the show. It really helps us keep going. And of course, thanks to Karen Cantello and the entire Tuesday Live animation department for the amazing, fantastic, outstanding work they do every week with the titles and the transitions and the little bumpers, I guess you call them as well. They're fantastic. I really enjoy those. And also my executive producer, Carol, for her support and advice and creative criticism as well. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Come join us at the after party on Zoom. We always have a fun little group there. Always nice to check in. I don't know if Jim and Lynn from Vancouver Island will be there. I don't know. Hopefully they have air conditioning. I'm not sure they do. They may be sitting down in the ocean or something. And enjoy the waning days of June. And until next week, just keep on loving each other and love yourself. Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs some way to know that they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? Deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. Keep it covered up with a layer of clay. You gotta start washing it off someday with just love. We'll only be here for a very short time to lie in the sun and drink sweet wine and just I'll be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just gonna do. If you try with me, well then we would make two. We need more giving, less taken away. If we just keep trying, we'll get there someday to just love. Sucking something out of my harmonica. You'll find it in your heart if you look deep enough. You find the only thing that we really need now, it's just love. It's hard to just love in a world full of hate. If you get started now, it won't be too late to just love. Deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. With just love. Just love. Hope to see you at the after party. If not, see you next week. Stay safe out there, folks.